afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting and everything and amazing, spectacular Propagandacast from your host and Pearl Dane, the one, the only master of propaganda. Off here to have everything amazing and wondrous 1v1 on Langraskaya. In the north, it is USE-m246 fighting for the Oberkommando West. Germany, Deutschland taking on the role here of the 2nd Panzer Division with Overwatch, Luftwaffe Ground Forces and Elite Armor with Triple Infantry. West and south, it is Tiramisu fighting for America, freedom and democracy. The American dream of shooting limitless Nazis and not having to feel bad about it. We got Forces Coh2 there for USE-m246, double rifle there for Tiramisu, who's got heavy cavalry, mechanized and airborne with triple infantry. And as always, a big hearty thanks to my patron supporters, these titans, these heroes of the Propagandacast who keep me in the business. A big thanks to all of you. You're all a clear part of my success. Other people can join the ranks as well by pledging on Patreon or donating even a bit. They could also help me out. The links in the description, and always comments, likes, shares and subscribes, all that. Very much helpful as well. It's about Coh2 out here for USE-m246. A bit of motorization in the early game. It's a quick pair there, sits out in their little Kugelwagen. Forces steering pushing towards the centre here. Combinations, fuel will probably cease here. Meanwhile, we got a bit of broad approach here. We got heavy cavalry right away from Tiramisu with the rifle and defensive structures, off map smoke barrages, rangers, combined arms, and the M26 Persian tanks. Lots of sandbags here, making great use of the heavy cavalry doctrine right away for those sandbags. 2 thumbs up. Some players, while they will go for doctrine like this, will not use this, but or at least not right away. So clearly here, Tiramisu has his direct plan here versus USE-m246, which likely means at the very least the Pershing's involved. Also, I believe Tiramisu is one of the few players that actually uses combined arms, so there's actually a chance we might see some great combined arms used in this match. Maybe not though, but good chance. Third Rob squad out there for Tiramisu. Got Rob squad holding up, Forces opening up. There's all Sturm ponies are trying to close in, but the Rifle not allowing to move in. If he tries to close in like this, he's just going to get focused down. The Sturm ponies going to end up dead. So you've seen a bit of a standoff here with Tiramisu. Third Rob squad from the south. Also worth noting he's trying to let sandbags see before Use launch the attack. The got more troops from the north. Coh2 means secure territories there elsewhere. Rifle backing off here, going back to the heavy cover. Rifle squad not being caught in a slightly more crossfire situation, but sadly Use is not making much progress, then neither is Tiramisu. Coh2 could maybe be the thing that sort of shifts the engagement a bit further here in the favour of Use. He's going for the third Volkswagen squad here. Tiramisu meanwhile is taking up, and it is indeed the platoon command post. Standard choice there for 1v1 engagement. Rifle squad being pushed out with Coh2, a bit of a bold push there by Use, but it worked out. And now he's laying down his sandbags. Backing off here against Rifle Squad. Risk some victory upon the receipts for the reactions. Rifle Squad backing off here. Trying to catch off guard here. Use. There you go. Sandbags right about done. Rifle Squad, their lone health will be beaten back. Trot on the way here for Use. Could be mechanized. Could be battle group headquarters. Both, I think, are very much options on the table here versus the Amerikanen. Back here, though, in frontline land. Not much is going on there. We got the truck out, though. And in Tiramisu's base lieutenant is almost done. May see a fast mechanized command post after that, or we may see 50 cals. We'd like to see both. The question is just which order does it go in. We got the units rolling up here though for Tiramisu. Healing, of course, quite helpful for his men, so thumbs up there. Bit of skirmishing up here in the northwest. Tiramisu forced to fall back for now as he lacks the ability to fight off the forces. The most forces being a bit scattered. Ambulance right about done. Returning forwards here for Tiramisu for freedom, democracy. Track out, that is the Belgium headquarters for Use. Flak half tracks, medics, light infantry guns, and even the infant half track officers now for USE-m246. I doubt it'll go for the infant half track, but light infantry guns would be a good pick, in particular map like Langraskaya, light artillery is pretty. In fact, very good to have. We got Rifle Squad sending up to the full here, pushing the back right before they can finish the sandbags. In the centre of the full squad for Rifle Squad here. Continuing a bit of a standoff here, though, again, Use is now getting slightly ahead here on the west side. He's bringing in more troops to assist here, though Tiramisu's dug in behind heavy cavalry. It's going to be a bit harder to flush out. Forces versus Riflemen. But while at the entrance, nice work. Coh2 here against the troops. We got mines up front. USE-m246, Coh2 needs to back off soon. He also needs to cancel those mines before they get spotted. Medic's almost done there for USE-m246. TWs, meanwhile, is going for the mechanized command point. Probably going to be Stuart. Then he could also go for fast M20. A little less likely, but some players have been known to go for it since a well-handled M20 can be tricky for a German player to handle with. We do get the 50 cal there. We do get the 50 cal. He's still some time away there from getting Seattle Stuart Lighting, which is probably his priority here. And of course, forces use them to have to go for some anti-tank weapons. I mean, if he goes to the Kednev, he will need something to back it up with, because the flak half-tech on his own cannot deal with it. We got Overwatch here for USE-m246 up for the Jaeger Light Infantry Con Squad, which in fact he calls in pretty much on the spot. Early warning systems for the Fatherland, Leichte Feldhaubitze 18 Artillerie, and the Sector Assault. 50 cal right about down there. Jaeger's like the upgrade here with the marksman rifle, the G43 sniper rifle. I would say it's more of a marksman rifle, that's kind of what he's doing there. And in fact, the G43 was sort of meant to be sort of a marksman rifle in the German army. It wasn't particularly used very much as a sniper rifle. The Germans preferred the Kar98K, or if they could get their hands on the Mosin guns, actually. Jaeger says the rifle squad gets a kill there, push up the west side, but he's risking losing the east side here to Tiramisu, who keeps up the pressure. The offensive versus the crouch. Jaeger says the rifle squad here. Tiramisu is not far from the Stuart light tank. Kuba and they're fixed up. Jaeger's immediately supposed to the 50 cal. Grab the center point with the echelons, bring out the west side. Moving up the point there. Jaeger's just rifle squad, Stuart Pioneer moving in. Jaeger's being assailed, Stuart light tank on the way there for Tiramisu. Rifle squad up close, and ooh, that could end up as a wipe there for Tiramisu with a bit lucky for USE-m246, and oh, very lucky there for Tiramisu. Avoided the wipe, the Jaeger's sprinting head into the building. Rifle squad needs to fall back. West center here, we got to push forwards there steadily but slowly for USE-m246. It's also hitting the far western fuel point as Tiramisu doing the same in the far eastern fuel point. There's both sides looking to cut off the other player's fuel points. Do a light tank almost down there for Tiramisu. For Kednev for use. No flak half tech at this stage, I think. As for me thinking, he is definitely going to be trying to rush for medium armor here versus Tiramisu. He's not going to bother with flak half techs or the light vehicles. And as always, there's a viable strategy for the Oberkommand West. It means they don't have to have the medium armor so delayed as normally. They can almost play it out at the same space as your allies. In fact, if they get up a really good start, they're going to get slightly ahead of the allies if they skip any light vehicles. Like Kednev out there, he will possibly need another one here. Otherwise, the key, of course, going to need to take out fast. Folks moving up here, clearing up the rifle squad. They're pretty fast, turning around. Small chance of wipe again, but likely once more Tiramisu avoids it. Stuart light tank moving ahead here. Kubagen falling back. The Kednev is ready, but not quite ready for frontline action. Far west here, folks will probably need to fall back soon there. And he really also, I think, should strongly consider getting his fuel point back using the Kubagen for that. Sturmpioneering about there. Enforcing. Expecting the students to charge forward. He's got the Kednev ready in the centre, though things are looking a bit more tense. He's got barely anything there. A good push from Tiramisu. They could leave using a bit of trouble. He's finally getting the fuel point, but Tiramisu, of course, is quick to recapture zone. We got the line for for use. The light infantry shots 18 to bombard the American positions to snuff them out. So yeah, definitely no flank half tech here. Schwer Panther course can then soon happen afterwards, I think. At which point he should have, I think, a chance like pushing for medium armor at a mildly decent pace. Meanwhile, Tiramisu is looking like he is. Oh, for some reason I thought he was about to take a hit, but he isn't. Weapon racks open here for Tiramisu, bazookas and BARs being handed out to the men. Light infantry shots almost done. Camping hold 40, Jaeger's coming up there, forming up a small screen there for the Kednev. Ooh, nice hit from the Kednev, push to a light tank, needs to do the 50 cal. And there you go, 50 cal crew being shot to bits out in the open, forward to the rifle in the east. Also got to push up the far east of the rear echelons. A lot of action across the field here. Neither side, I feel like for now, are all focusing on one part of the map. I mean, even like USE is still, providing pressure on the left flank here. Also got sandbags here. Nice load there, but Tiramisu is obviously worried about another push on the field point there from USE-m246. So thumbs up to Tiramisu. Obviously, long term you don't want to leave a rifle squad for that. This is more of a like throw down a fighting position, which the rifleman with the rifle defensive structures can lay down. So you should probably consider that, to be honest, rather than just leave a rifle squad there, since long term that's going to be just a waste of manpower. Whereas again, long term a fighting position there could actually like be helpful. But anyways, grab the east side. We got another 50 out there for Tiramisu. Bit of Wehrmacht slipper out there for USE-m246. Five still got to go for the fuel point again, cutting it off once more for USE-m246 in a matter of moments. As the 2nd Panzer Division is scrambling here to respond to this violent American aggression. In the city, Rouse hook up against the foot grenadiers. Jaeger's joining in, truck moving forwards there, matching up this truck on the car point or near the fuel point. Both are options. We got it up safe in the base and not have to worry about, say, anti-tankers clearing it out. Stuart getting away here. West side is still being caught in the crossfire. Right squad here being bled out very slowly. There you go, ragging them. Right squad down to less than half health. And the rest of the Steel Pioneers half health. Veterans you won. Right squad there low and healthy. Got the two moving forwards here for Tiramisu. Charge straight to the there you go. Cooper wagging down. Line for gun is in the danger zone. There's 90 tank weapons nearby. This is pretty dangerous here for him. The truck has. Wait, where did he go? Oh, snap. Did he lose it or did he cancel it? So he has reduced it, but it wasn't lost either. So I guess he set it up and then cancelled it. That's like the only logical conclusion I could think of now. And there's 50 cavalry here being attacked by troops. Stuart also in a bit of trouble there. We got 50 coming up here on the left flank. Like, needs to fall back pretty soon in response to that. Langraskaya firing away with 2 kills so far. Stuart murdering away there merrily. Another truck there for use. Gonna try again. Gonna try again. I imagine he's gonna be playing a bit safer this time around. 50 cavalry getting flanked with the full grenadiers. Catching Tiramisu in a bit of a bind there. Clearly underestimated. Oh! Oh snap, the crew popped out. The crew popped up by accident. They get in safely. Whew. That could have gone off with Tiramisu pretty fast. Troop reinforcing healing. Got them truck moving out. Then number 3 there. Stood light tank there with a bit of light damage. But USE-m246 is definitely on the defensive versus Tiramisu at the moment. Got 419 versus 435. And Tiramisu there's got some tech going on there. This is now the major going up there. Thumbs up to Tiramisu. USE apparently is intensely set up the strap punch squad runs car form. We got folks to the right squad. They can pick BAR swarm there. No machine guns here for use. Makes it harder for him to deal with these pushes here from Tiramisu. Eastern field point grab reactions. Doing up west side of his own troops. Tiramisu gives the offensive with his own Jaegers there. Defending valiantly. And there you go. We got for the farm. The problem is he needs his men to be in his own territory. Otherwise it doesn't work. Unfortunately for use. Ultimately here, it doesn't do anything for him. Had the munitions point been his, great, but because it isn't, it doesn't do anything for him. A tragic development there for USE-m246. Timmy's now controlling both fuel points, pretty great for him. Truck setting up here, yeah. Spare punch calls getting the attempt on the car points, really wants to defend that, plus the munitions point. But he needs to get his fuel point back. Even like it authorizes now skill, it will still take time to get a medium armor here versus Tiramisu. Plus Tiramisu here. With both fuel points under control, a good check of the map is probably going to be able to easily push out a tank versus use again due to the fuel harassment. It's not going to be like any time there soon, I think. Quite intense fight. We got full service the 5th cal. Easy right then. East side gets through light tank here. Got Kevin being held there. Got the major out there. Got the western fuel point rendered neutral. Almost got the eastern one rendered neutral. Slightly fixing the discrepancy between the two in terms of fuel. And there you go, you can immediately authorize it. Definitely should. Definitely should, and there you go. There'll still be some time from up. We can get both fuel points holding for a bit there. He might actually be able to get out of tank faster than Tiramisu in the end. Though it's going to be pretty close nonetheless here for USE-m246. And of course, does sum up predicate. He doesn't lose actually the western fuel point there to Tiramisu. Rather than 10 pushing up here, no machine guns to make it harder for him to stop these attacks here from Tiramisu. Got the eastern fuel point. Authorized there. Meanwhile, got a big push here. We got for the fun this time. Timed correctly. Thumbs up here. Now the folks are going to be tougher to deal with. And we got Jägersmarine as well. Got 2 Jägerswolves out. In fact, they'll begin also get the bonus because they're acting cover in territory now. Alternatives to the folks Grenadiers. The folks are proving to be tough to deal with. Thanks for the fun beam then. Simply too many numbers for it to really survive. Reconnect the western field. Losing the western field here. And losing the eastern one again. 367 versus 435. Scott on the way for Tiramisu. Not a fast tank, but a fast Scott to put pressure on use. Interesting pick there. You figure a fast Sherman would be higher there on Tiramisu's wish list, but apparently the prospect of self-propelled artillery versus USE-m246 is too good for him to pass up. I certainly can understand the logic of it somewhat, but he may be underestimating how quickly USE can actually get a Panther flat against him, in which case he could get sorely surprised. Oh wait, Scott. Oh, he cancels it. He cancels it, so looks like you might have misclicked, or perhaps Tiramisu had second thoughts going, you know what? That Stuart will probably get knocked out by one of those crowd painters. Goddamn Nazis. I should probably get a proper tank myself. And then decides to go for that. And his troops are reinforcing. We're not west side here. We've got the Ralph Squad advancing for freedom and democracy. Grab Nissan victory point. Grab Nissan fuel. Got the western point there. What's advancing? Telephone in the 50 cal. Cover moving ahead. Nice hit there. Reinforcing healing. Not much else going on there in... Oh, there we go. Panther 4 for USE-m246. And thus he does get a tank up faster, though. It certainly is impossible that Tiramisu right now, with the sort of lead he's currently enjoying, might be thinking, you go, we're just pushing for a Pershing versus USE. A bit risky since USE will hit him with a Panther 4 soon, but not impossible either. I definitely wouldn't recommend it, but I could see it happening, in particular, you know, the hands of a skilled player like Tiramisu. But it's going to be tough with the Panther 4 out there. It's going to be tough, in particular since he hasn't gone from the majors. He has no access to entertain it, and mostly can call in some bazookas, trying to slow down the Panther 4, and that's really it. And there you go. Okay, so it's not going to be a Pershing stall. Great to see there. I mean, I'm not saying you shouldn't go for the Pershing ever, but just stalling for it right now I think would be a bad call. Kept trying to deal with Stuart. Stuart quickly dodges that. Panther 4 finally ready here for USE-m246. Sherman halfway done. Sturmpionier routed. Got line gun firing away there. 6 kills, vaccine 2. Lieutenant there takes a bit of a hit. Panther going eastwards. Sandbags take the hit from the Panther 4. Cancel the Sherman for Jackson tanks instead. Trying to ramp up the response here to the crap Panthers. Not a bad idea there by Tiramisu, not a bad idea at all. 5th cal could be dealt with some artillery. And we got, I think, a push here from the left side once more by USE-m246. Crashing the sandwich with the Panther 4 I think was a bit unintentional. 3 on step T versus Tiramisu's 427. Routed from the center. Tiramisu fall back as he has, well, a couple of bazookas to really stop the Panther 4, and that is it for now. But there you go. Bazooka team moving ahead here. There you go, lots of shots fight the Panther 4. Most miss or bounce, but a few rockets at least went through there. Maybe just one. Another storm of bazooka fire there on the Panther 4, pushing down to half health. Pin-up machine being added. Very good. Eastern Victory being seized. Got the fire and fuel once more. And there we go. M36 tanks are out here for Tiramisu versus USE-m246. The center round squad routed. Another push here with the bazooka team. Panther 4 being fixed. Pin-up machine halfway done. Fix up the Stuart. Lines going firing away there. Close to Veterinary fleet. And we finally got an MU-54 of course we used. I'm a bit surprised it took him so long to go for that one, considering how Tiramisu so far has been playing, but better late than never. Then we got double 50 coming up to the centre. Pantherfast and Stewart, but can't do much about that due to the Jackson nearby. Bit coming up the centre. The centre as well. And we've got fighting on the western field point, a victory point from the Jaegers and the Rav Squad. Rav Squad ends up winning that engagement as user decides not to try that one out. Could call in some range by Mr. Tiramisu, so he could also go for field caches. They could also take Tiramisu a bit far here versus USE-m246. That gets reinforcing. Jacksoning westwards. And you fed forwards the lieutenant. Panther setting out. Strumpy moving up. Direct hit from the Jackson and the Panther 4. Bit of wake up call for the crew there for sure. Trying to assist to 4 and 9. User situation remains a bit dicey. Tiramisu has been floating 700 manpower. Definitely could stand to, I think, expend some of that manpower on something useful soon here. Rangers could be an idea. Support weapons. Fuel caches. Smoking down here. I believe it's from the light infantry gun. Yes, indeed. To the 50s with 4 and 9. Panther moving eastwards. Grenades off here before retreating. Panther Rouse shatters the cover and include a couple of rifles as well in the process. Jackson moves up there. McKenna is ready. In theory, but not quite ready. A lot of back and forth here. A bit more of a stalemate now between the two sides. West side, we've got the forces against the Rav Squad. Trying to fight for that western victory point once more. Will Years finally make the breakthrough? Yes, indeed he will. Tiramisu back to trying out. The Scots still floating quite a bit of manpower. Still floating quite a bit of manpower. We'll have to see what use goes for next. Panther 4 could be likely. He could also try for a Panther. There's always the option of a Yak Panzer here versus Tiramisu. If he feels like that is necessary. Or just beneficial. Scott right about done there. Right about done. There we go. Based off this Stewart light tank chassis. It was meant, I believe, to be used as infantry support, but usually I think organised with the Stewart light tank. Fun facts there. Gremlist fuel. Great find there. We do get the Yak Panzer for USE-m246. The Yak Panzer. Troops rolling out there. Yak Panzer slowly getting ready to the front line. All victory points like control of USE-m246 versus Tiramisu as well. To the round here. Jackson up and getting the Panther 4 button. Mason instead hitting the ground. In the centre, yes, is moving out west side there. We're after going for the pop. We've got a Jaeger Sword Rage ambush plus 2 punishment to support. A lot of action, getting hammered. Yes, they could get murdered late in the tank tent, but no. Machine was reloading, and though you do take some losses, they should be able to get done there. Good cost grenade opening for the assault on the victory point there by USE-m246. Thumbs up. Yak Panther right about done. It should help the Panther 4 a lot here versus the Jackson. Not a lot. West side here, Steel Empires end up taking a heavy toll there in the push against Tiramisu. And so the 5th Cup seems to remain there with the Jaegers flanking in here. 5th Cup takes a nice hit from the light infantry Tiger Schutz 53. Yak Panther 4 there, 6 kills close 51. We got the Yak Panther rolling head here with his high velocity 75mm gun. Off drops the Jaegers. That's moving ahead. Nice shot there. Also, there's a rifle squad. Good hit on the lieutenant. Positive rifle squad. Bit of back and forth here. I mean, Hughes right now has a slightly larger force than Tiramisu, but he's trying to, I think, wield it more correctly. Tiramisu may not be strong for the Pershing, hard to say here. It is an option, but again, you could also just go for more tank destroyers, so go for tanks. You could also go for more Scots. So there's only quite a few paths, I think, open for Tiramisu. The question is just ultimately, which path does he go down? Needs to get Panther from the Jackson again. Yak Panther there holding back. In the center, we get a big push here with numerous machine guns. Bet you if Gun could use the barrage, I think they'd do a lot of good there for him. At least increase the chance of doing some good. So far, than a son of that. Turns out to deal with other targets. Yak Panther lights hit the Stewart. Ace low ball in that one. Almost got the Stewart light tank here, but it does quickly zoom away. Avoiding further fire, but the Scot does not. Stormpion advancing, ace level. Definitely support as well. Ooh, close one there with the Yak Jackson, but not quite there. Nine's gun in trouble there. Close eventually 4 though. Very close. Folks goes raging it. Rival score taking the damage. Force to fall back in the face of users unrelenting resistance in service of Deutschland. 50 comes right in the center. We've got Folks with the rifle squad on the west. Victory point there back. Go back and forth here. Changing hands rapidly. Ground the center. Banana go against the rifle squad there. Lieutenant there with bars versus the Folks going to take back from the chiller, and poor Joe there drops dead. And 10 rope retreating. It looks like Tiramisu at this point is stalling for the M246 Pershing heavy tank. As for what users planning, harder to say. He still hasn't done well. Ton otherwise. Could be another Yak Panther, could be a Panther. Panther Fox doesn't have the population for it yet. Eventually goes. We could also go for a howitzer, maybe. Some heavy artillery could perhaps have used versus Tiramisu. Finding in the center here. Pen down, false retreat here. Tiramisu once more breaches up the side here. Breaks it apart. West side, Jaegers are demanding to go for the western victory point, then retreat. They got 223 versus 315. Yak Panther finding away there. Can't from the eastern side. Close to 32 there. 223 versus 315. Tiramisu is about a minute away from the Pershing heavy tank here versus USE-m246, who's going for another truck. That'll be the mechanized regular opposite repair parties, but we've also opened up the door there for the King Tiger eventually. Jackson again, it's all there. Got a kidnap and Yak Panther shots. They're taken down to half health in a matter of moments. And almost got the Jackson. Almost got it. Yak Panther there. Half HF since you what? 2. Not 1 is fact beyond that. Bazooka fire then the Yak Panther. Bazooka fire rolling off. Get it from the Panther 4 and the 50 cal. Vessel being grabbed with the rifle squad. Thanks up the Yak Panzer. Nice hit from the Panther 4. 15 kills for T2. Increased accuracy is always good for the Panzer 4. I'm still for the Model J, which is actually more accurate than the Wehrmacht Panzer 4. Fun fact. There's Scott going about. He got 9 kills close to T2 here. Another push for the Western victory point. Once more, used launches moved forward in the hope to reclaim that from the Americans. We got 201 versus 15. And there go at the 29 minute mark. Tiramisu can and does go for the Pershing heavy tank. Rolling out to shatter some crowds. So there you go. Pershing heavy tank out there for Tiramisu and for the Americans. That will be a significant headache there for USE-m246. Great hit on the Jaegers there with the punishing. Smokes on the center of the 50 cal. Very good response there. Yak Panzer moving in. Nice hit there. Let's see 2 there on the MG34. Came together with the Jackson now. Yak Panther still closing in. Basically 2 was not quite there. Jackson goes for it but misses. Ninth gun gaining the ace level, 16 kills. Quite impressive, 2 thumbs up. Nice hit from the Yak Panzer and the Scott, very, very close. 52 there. One more shot and it should be able to get there. Yeah. Decides not to shoot. Oh, there we go. Hits the Jackson and does gain 82, increasing its health total, and I believe also a bit of health, of armor. Plus some line of sight there. I'll wait. Makes the Yak Panzer significantly better. There's really better 3 and 4 gets best because they gain some nice rate of fire bonuses plus accuracy. Got repair ponies up there for use. That's a very good investment. Obviously. Person being fixed up there. And you patrol about to get cleared out. Need to be careful. East side there. We got fighting for the civic tip point there. Center that continuing the main battleground. This is the two sides. Look to just tear each other apart. A brutal war of attrition. West Victor and grab the guys. Do it there. Stolen from Tiramisu. Oh dear, looks like something went wrong and Hughes ran off with it. It's Grand Theft Panzer. Hey, goddamn crud, stop stealing. Goddamn. Pershing head against the Panzer IV. So, very nice steal there for Hughes. Very nice steal. 2 thumbs up. Pershing down to less than half health. Here's the Yak Panzer fast way there. Jackson the line of 5. The Yak Panzer, there you go. Nice hit. And we got air support calling the sector assault by USE-m246, unleashing the power of the Luftwaffe upon those pesky Americans. And there you go. Pershing almost knocked out there by the straight thing. Stuka Kanonenvogel. Jackson will take some hits, but neither really gets knocked out. Pendulum we have to camp push forward due to the bazooka teams there, blocking the way, despite intense efforts by the Luftwaffe to dissuade them from being in the way of the German Panzerwaffe. Just armor being repaired there. Yak Panzer ambushing up. Goals will grab the centre big, pointing to grab the west one. It's also trying to grab point in the west, still moving towards the centre here. Fixing up the Pershing. Using his vehicle crew. In fact, he's moving over the one, of course, he now has to spare because somehow the tank got stolen. So, how did you lose your tank? Well, we were out, grabbing some donuts. Donuts in France? Well, some local woman. A French. Yeah. Like, seriously, there were donuts, and then the Germans ran with it. We hadn't expected it was a trap by the Germans. And he's got the steward here, and he's pushed back with the Ralph squad. Obviously doesn't want to get the anti-tank Ralph grenaded. And so we've got Hay murdering there as well. Push back there. That's rather in advance, swiftly and relentlessly. Center attack continues under Hay machine gun fire. They're worth noting, we're not seeing anything sitting on his rounds here from Hughes' machine gun. He definitely should be using that. Though I think also very important, you should probably treat that machine gun reinforced. West Victor upon there, buffed here by the Americans pushing up their firing weights, 90mm high explosive shell at the crouch, the Nazis. In the east, 5th car they're watching on zone, so it's like a lone sentry, still coming, I think, deal with that.
The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points.
Steward light tank versus the 5th car, easy win there for the Germans. Easy win. Pershing falling back. Drifting, forcing him back into the Tiramisu base. Yak Panzer there holding back. Nice shot there from the Yak Panzer, piercing the Pershing frontal armor with its high velocity 75mm gun. Same as used on the Panther. Sends the muzzle brake, since that actually gave away the Yak Panzer's position, plus kicked up a lot of dirt, which unsurprisingly, besides giving away the position, also made it bloody hard for them to tell what was going on. Some of those crews would remove the muzzle brake on the Yak Panzer. West side here, point being grabbed their back. We got 294 to 263. Smoking body by the Scott. Jackson there going for the Yak Panzer. Lands a nice hit there. Yak Panzer returns the favour. Slowly approaching Mitchell for you there. Slows the Jackson up. And so is the Panda 4. Nice hit from the Jackson, the Panda 4. Pershing blazing through the smoke here against USE-m246. Yak Panzer bounces. We've got combined arms here. Tiramisu's on the warpath. He's launching an assault. But it does seem to hit a few snacks. He almost losing the Jackson, in fact. Troops moving through the smoke here. Troops being blasted by the Pershing in the smoke. Panther 4. Yak Panzer holding back here. Not trying to further push ahead here. Probably worried about the combined arm. Pershing fires after shot, shot after shot here, boosted by combined arms. Kenman lands there, Jagdpanzer lands a hit there as well. Jagdpanzer very, very close now to Betty Free. Another hit from the Kenman. Jagdpanzer could maybe win the Stuart light tank, finally knocked out here, put to rest by the Americans. Well, the crew of the Stuart light tank has been admonished and reminded not to accept donuts from strangers. Jackson on the way there for Tiramisu. Another Jackson almost done. Infantry blast apart. They got the veteran free in the Pantherful. Great there. And we got artillery called in there by Tiramisu. Further drop tier uses position. Got 190 versus 259. Jaegers moving up. 19 kills. Veteran 4. Troops reinforcing healing. Folks are moving out. Shot fire. Fortress Raft Squad on the west. Pershing moving up there. Fortress flying a bit of the way as well. And go. Fresh tank right there for Tiramisu. The turn turned around here by heavy fire from the jump. Machine still hasn't been retreated for reinforcements. Got a BAR left behind in the dirt here by the Americans. Line's gone there, holding out. Fifth gun holding out. Tiramisu at 111, population at 100. Got a hit from Lightning gun on the machine gun crew there. Yak Panzer very, very close to FG3. Pushing these for the trying to maneuver here. Uses right flank. I think that's a good move with Tiramisu. We'll also try and I think go for deep flank on the left flank. I think I can actually catch using a bit of tight spot. Jackson charging forwards here for Tiramisu is going for the kill. He's got the Kevin hunting out the Eastlow bar way there. Good hit on the Jackson. Yak Panzer gets good hit and gains Veteran 3. Jackson tank throw suffering further heavy damage here from German anti-tank weapons. Otherwise, Pershing moves forwards once more. Veterans 1, half 8 Veterans 2. Good hit on this Jaegers there. East side Panther remains. 148 versus 259. Yak Panzer shoot bounces off the Pershing's armor. Another shot fired, missed. Good hit from the Panther on the advancing rifle squad. Pershing shoots, misses. Shot bounces from the Yak Panzer. Storm Pioneers falls back, takes him on loss here from the Scot, which is ace level, 17 kills. Good work there by Tiramisu. Good work. Jaegers moving up, backed up by the Fultz Grenadiers. Grenades for Tiramisu pretty late, but better late than never. Particularly he's filling so much munitions anyways. Panther will be pursued with the double tank destroyers. Could move in the Yak Panzer, but it's more concerned about the center. Got the Pershing also in the warpath here in the now east as well. Might be time to get the Yak Panzer, and there we go. He does take it. On the move there. Could actually flank the Yak Pershing and shoot it, but no, goes for the Scot instead. Misses though. Misses. Second shot that goes for, in fact, very close to 24. Very, very close one more hit, and the Scot's going to go down, and of course he's going to get 24, and he does get it. 24 Yak Panzer, only the ace level actually. Rare to see Yak Panzer get that fast, so we'll have to see if he goes for that. Could also maybe try and take off the Pershing here now. But it looks like he made a sign up to push for him. Instead, he's got a big push in the centre here, but the Yak Panzer's not going to do any good anyways. Smoking down there from Tiramisu. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. Meanwhile, Pershing fall back in the east. Missed opportunity to take it out there with the Yak Panzer, I feel like. Missed opportunity. We got 108 versus 257. Victory point situation is looking dicey here for USE-m246 versus Tiramisu. Looking very dicey. South here personally fixed up. 14 kills, 52. Jackson's this ace level. Might want to grab the center victory point as well. Nice flank there. Artillery fire off.
We're losing a capture point.
Jackson's once on the move. Pershing still being repaired. Bit more to go there, bit more to go. Grenadier from the full skirmishes. Rapid shot trying forward to the Jaegers in the centre. And the Jacksons line up for the next big push. Grenadier from the Jaegers. Machine covering up. He's suppressing them, but won't be enough, I think, there. And the West Victor almost being sent back here by Tiramisu, the Freedom Boys. Fult's going up there. Panther 4. Still very close to Victory 4 as well.
A capture point is under attack.
Sneaking up with the Yak Punch, using cautious movement. And we go strikes. And we got another combined arms push here by Tiramisu. Pershing, Jackson's there. Yak Punch, main gun out here. Pushing it nonetheless here. Taking hits on the Yak Punch there. Goes Jackson down, but only a band. We got air support called on here by USE-m246 versus Tiramisu. And East here. Pershing blasting away there at the crouch. Clearing out the Ken for the ace. The Ken will bar away at that. Jackson there completely knocked out. Yak Punch there. Ace level here. Air support raining down death from above here on Tiramisu's forces. Bazooka team's advancing. Yak Punch falling back. Artillery fire raining down here. East side there's looking a bit dicey as well. Panther 4 and Yak Panzer not looking great condition to these perhaps fight off this kind of assault. Then in particular the Panther 4 has a damaged engine. Yak Panzer might be able to deal with the armor if it has something to protect against the anti-tank troops, but there is not enough troops to deal with it. Air support raining down till death. Pershing holding up here. Need to be fixed up. We got 108 versus 235. USE-m246 was able to weather the storm once more from Tiramisu. Yak Panzer's almost fixed up, but still got a bit more to go. Another piece of weaponry there for use. It is the Panther, the Panzerkampfwagen 5. East side here, Pershing continues to blast away. Infantry moving up the centre here. Panther 4 there, and we got the Yak Punch repositioning while under cautious movement to avoid any surprises here from Tiramisu possibly. Jaeger first. Oh, grenade off. Almost getting wiped here on them. Almost getting wiped. Panther 4 moving forwards here. Use one to prevent that from being grabbed back. Pershing coming to deal with the east side there. We got Fultz being grabbed hit. Tiramisu could pop combined arms again. Pershing is tank through here. Uses infantry and starting getting combined arms to try and help with that more. Jackson was the Panther 4. Trying to point step for Tiramisu versus USE-m246. Grab the Eastern victory point there. Jackson lands another hit. Yak Panzer there. Trying to position, good in the Panther from the Jackson tank destroyer. Panther arrives here for using. There you go. We got another combined arms push here by Tiramisu. Going straight here for the Yak Panzer then there you go. Almost got to hit the combined arms again. Burns alarm to fire fast. There you go. Yak Panzer down. Panther 4 could be down. Pershing's got a damage in, but the Yak Panzer just keeps pumping away there at a high rate of fire. Panther 4 down. Only the Panther now left here from you to deal here with. But Tiramisu has. Pershing takes some nasty damage. Another hit there. We got smoke bomb called in on the nearby Kednafer. Will it be in time? Good hit on the Panther. Another hit there. Veteran free on the Pershing. Panther can't push through. Almost got the Panther there. Almost got it. Will he try and sneak in another hit? Misses though. Misses. Still he's got almost all victory points within his reach, but he can't quite reach further ahead. Nonetheless, he did a lot of damage there to use. Infantry wiped. Pershing survives all of that. Pershing survives. Panther being fixed up there. Infantry dashing forwards. Folks are there finding up, but they're severely outgunned right now. They are severely outgunned. Light infantry also got cleared out and all the fighting there. 161 versus 108. Pershing repairs. Jackson also, of course. Panther good to go once more here for USE-m246. And the German army. Deutschland. Panther forces for round scored. Jackson ready to roll out. Sandbags here, digging around the center. He's got several lines of sandbags up here, ready to receive any German attack head on. More sandbags in there. Go with this. Use gives up. Panther realizing he's outgunned and he just doesn't have enough push there. GG, game over. A nasty fight here on Langraskaya. Hope you enjoyed this match. Hope you learned something from it. Do subscribe, like, share, comment. This is Imperial saying cheers. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you all tomorrow again for another episode. Bye.